Brothers, Jason and I founded in 1996. We'd both lived in Europe, and social experience of beer there was a lot different than it was in the United States. We'd had a real affinity for kind of trying to replicate that European social experience and bringing people together.
Last year we produced about 45,000 barrels, of which we sold about 35,000 barrels of that in the calendar year. So it's come a long way in 18 years.
Revolution's on pace this year to brew 70,000 barrels. Once we get our new brew house online, we'll probably be able to brew over 100,000 barrels this year. And then the year after, probably 100,000 plus. Our primary focus right now is trying to keep our beer as local as we can.
Lagunitas is in our first year of brewing. We've brewed 21 different beers out of Lagunitas Chicago. Basically 24/7 we're brewing here. What the brew house is capable of is over 500,000 barrels a year just with the single brew house. So with the commissioning of the second brew house and then the added fermenters that'll be coming in, that'll put us up towards 1.2 million barrels a year.
Volume is cool, and the volume is definitely going up. And that's great because we get to reach more people. It's opening some very interesting doors for us that we're able to step through now and do cooler things.
It's more than just a brewery. Lagunitas starts to become a lifestyle. You live and breathe this culture both when you're at work and when you're not at work. It's such a feeling of openness that this company has created for the employees, but also for the public, I think, as well.
Everyone is just so excited to be here. It's just amazing to see thousands and thousands and thousands of people coming through these doors, and it's all because of the beer.
Even when we brew more in a day than we brewed in the whole first year we were open, we always remind ourselves, hey, step back, don't take yourself too seriously, remember to have some fun at this. We're a brewery, let's enjoy it along with giving our guests enjoyment as well.
When you get to be a brewery this size, there's a lot of structure and there's a lot of trying to ensure every beer tastes exactly the same, which means trying to do exactly the same thing every day. But we give our brewers some opportunities throughout the year to really be creative. We have projects like our Brewer's Choice beer. They design the recipes, they design the labels, they just do all of it. And as we get bigger, it's fun to be able to support projects like that.
Part of keeping consistency is being able to roll with the punches with your raw materials, your barley, your hops, because it's never a known quantity. And luckily, being here in Illinois, right by Lake Michigan, a wonderful water source, we don't have to worry about water, but you really have to try to be on top of it and do the best you can to try to reproduce the beer with the same color, aroma, and flavor profile time after time, which is very, very challenging. Everyone works hard and they play hard, we support each other, that's the biggest thing. And if you don't have that support and that camaraderie in a brewery, you're going to have a very, very difficult time letting your brewery expand rapidly.
Chicago's just an amazing city altogether. There's so much pride in anything that's made here. So we've just felt welcomed by the entire community. The beer community here is very supportive of one another.
It's great to see smaller scale breweries, larger scale breweries. The passion is the same. That big batch, there's as much love in there as there is in that small one.
Rising tides raise all ships, as the saying goes, and we think it really holds true in the craft beer community. We need all the experimental stuff that everybody's doing. We need all the beers that are accessible every day at the grocery store. Instead of being macro domestics, we need it to be Illinois craft and even US craft.
The Brewers Guild has been a huge, huge factor for Illinois brewing as a whole and across the country as well. I mean, the brewing industry is super strong, and when the brewing industry as a whole grows, it's good for everybody.